Wow! Big news, flash. Okay, I'm uploading the apostasy video, the downward motion of the whole. And I wanted to let you Mormons know, breaking news, I should have known this, but each month's full moon is given a different name. You'll never guess what the January moon is. Yes, remember, Hinckley died under a lunar eclipse, and Monson died under a January lunar eclipse. Let me list of names of full moons. Snow moon. Oh, okay. So Hinckley was under the snow moon, but Monson and this one here in this January 21st under a super moon is a lunar eclipse, total lunar eclipse, blood. All the blood, mother, blood. If you don't know your movies, you're not gonna know my jokes. Alright, so yeah, it's the wolf moon. Super wolf blood moon. So yes, Mormons, this is huge. Wolf. Where do we learn about wolves? That picture right there. It may be difficult to see because it's small in comparison, but that's a cute widow whammy with a wolf in sheep's clothing. It just doesn't get any better than this. So yeah, Mormons, come on. If you're not going to believe me, believe the facts. Hinckley died under a full moon, lunar eclipse, not full moon, lunar eclipse. Monson, lunar eclipse. Packer, Perry, Scott, tetrad. 4 blood moons with a total solar eclipse in between them. And then on the third one of those, conference morning, April conference, then boom, 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 the 3 deaths. I think that was 4 booms. And this is exactly how it works, people. I don't understand it. I don't know the physics math formula or the calculus math formula to tie it together with events on Earth and the signs in the heavens. I don't know how it works, but it works. Test after test after test, it happens. And I don't know the math. It's inconceivable how this is working. But it does. It's incredible. And so, yeah. And Faust, yeah, he also was on a lunar eclipse. And that was the one that prepared me for Hinckley. And so, yeah, that was back in 2007, guys. You know, 2 presidents of the church in a row dying under a lunar eclipse. And then, boom, tetrad. The successor to the presidency taken out and a new one put in. And then I'm going to do clips about Nelson being put in, and then all that he's done to destroy the church. I'm going to put in all those clips. It'll be him talking, not me. So, yeah, this doesn't get any better. Something's going to happen, Mormons. It's going to happen. I am going to keep repeating it until the day it happens. The end of February, it should happen. There's nothing else that I'm aware of that should happen after this sign. This is the 3rd total lunar eclipse. going back to the last year with Monson. And so, yeah, we had the other one in July. So January, July, and now again in January. So Monson died on the first one, and then nothing for July, and then now this one, super moon, a wolf moon, and total lunar eclipse. Total lunar eclipse of my heart. So yeah, I mean, yeah, and if you don't believe it, then you don't believe the scriptures. You don't believe the prophecies of the last days. You don't believe. And as a scientist, yeah, I understand why you don't believe, but you test it. Check it. This is incredible. You know, when they talked about the solar eclipse, they had astronomers come on and they talk about it, and they'd throw in the line, well, the ancients used to attach the signs in the heavens with doom and gloom on earth. But that's all. They didn't talk about any kind of connection, how that works and all that. They just said, oh yeah, that's just those ancient pagans. They don't know knowledge. They don't know science like we do. They knew astronomy better than you guys do. They didn't have the technologies that you have. And yet they, with just the charts on papyri, were able to predict future stellar events. John the Revelator in chapter 12, those were future events. He knew the date in the future for these signs. I don't know how it works. You know, I understand how the astronomy thing works. You know, oh, okay, yeah, the moon is going to rise and then set at such and such a time. The sun is going to rise and set at these times, and it's different throughout the year because of the tilt of the earth and the way we spin and the speed that we spin and around the earth, sun. And yeah, I understand that part. I took an astronomy class. I took a physics calculus astronomy class. Oh man, was I way over my head in that one, but I still managed to see out of the class because I knew astronomy. I just didn't know the math part of it. And so, yeah, I don't know the math. I don't know how it works. But I know and understand about the calculations that we can make about future events, and we can make identifications of the day and the hour and the minute of when they will occur. We know this. We know how to do it. And they knew too, way back when, millennia ago. So Mormons, if you're not paying attention to my videos, if you're hating me, if you're wanting to throw stones at my wall posts, Samuel Lamanite, ring any bells? If you're wanting to scourge me with faggots, ring any bells, Abinadi? And not the slang term that we use today, the 1830 definition of tiki torches. Yeah. So, Mormons, get out of the boat, it's sinking. I had an elder, a guy named Elder so-and-so, I can't remember the last name now. He, on my The Boat is Sinking Mormons video, he was putting stay in the boat, all caps, exclamation points. It's just like, I'm having to chastise him. Elder, what are you doing on social media? So, it's just, Mormons, get out. Stay away. It's bad news, and I'm going to do the video to try to help reiterate in your minds why this is a bad church to be a part of. I was born and raised in it. Don't think that I'm some outsider who doesn't know and understand. I've been in it. I've been in situations of prominence, of influence. And I'm sending out the red flag warning sign to you. You know, I'm not a former bishop. I'm not a former member of the 70 who's left the church and is trying to get Mormons out. No, I am one of the smart people in the church who had influence upon other members. And so get out. Please. It's gonna get ugly. So, Wolf. Can you believe that? Wolf moon for January. I can't believe I forgot about that. So, yeah. Just doesn't get any better than this. You know, God is escalating his sign. And these aren't biblical signs other than the blood moon that they talk about, but that really technically has already happened. But I guess if in the context of the moon shall turn to blood, it references multiple blood moons associated with events on earth of warning us that God is going to destroy the church. He's taking out presidents of the church with blood moons. That should scare Mormons. You should be terrified. Because previous members, even Brigham Young, didn't die under a blood moon. At least I'm pretty sure. Maybe I should check and look back that year when he died and see if there was one. That would be very fascinating. I'll do another video if I find out that that's the case, but I don't believe there was. There wasn't under Joseph Smith, for example. And so it wasn't God who did that. It wasn't God who said, Joseph Smith, you're wicked, I'm taking you. No signs for that. So that means Joseph Smith was murdered, and not by God. So yeah, this is what it means, Mormons. Hinckley, God, disapproved, took him. Monson, God disapproved, took him. Now we have another one. It may not be Nelson that goes. He may not die. He is getting old, but he still seems spry, and he's actively destroying the church. Downward motion of the whole. It's at 57% uploading right now, so I'll have to wait on this video. But something big is about to happen, and it may have something to do with my influence here on YouTube. I doubt it, because there's not enough people, and the majority who are going to the temple is still wrong video that's now over 1,000 already. Most of those people are turning away because there's like 24 last time I saw, 25 thumbs down. So Mormons are refusing to listen. They're hardening their heart against the truth. And so, yeah, Mormons, get out. Get out now. Get out of the boat. It's sinking. So something big is about to happen. Anytime from now until the end of February. I've been warning about this for at least a week now. I'm not sure when the first video is that I did to warn Mormons, but I've given a letter to the presidency of the 70. And I wasn't trying to tell them that they need to act in a certain way or take down the church. I was just letting them know, hey, God's signs are happening, and they're associated with the LDS church. You guys need to be aware of this, because something big is on the horizon. So, yeah, if you guys aren't familiar with Doctrine and Covenants section 107, when succession seems at a crisis, as was when Joseph Smith was murdered, pay attention. God will seek revenge on the world for the death of his prophets, not the false prophets who are not his prophets. Those who claim to be his prophets but don't act in his name. They create a different God, like making Adam Heavenly Father. etc. So, Mormons, get out, get out, get out, wherever you are. Come out, wherever you are. Marco Polo. So, yeah, a wolf moon. Awesome. The symbol can't be any more brilliant. Unbelievable. Okay, so we're still stuck at 57%. What's going on? Was it 50 minutes? All right, anyway. Okay.